Hello everyone, welcome to the 12 Clear Days of Xmas podcast with me, Randy Prizzle, and obviously we're back again, got a guest on again, please welcome back Sasori Sydd. Yeah.
How do you, bro?
I'm good, man, and it's good obviously to have you back for day 3. Obviously, you know, later on we'll have another guest, Eman. Hopefully will be joining us in about 15 or something minutes. So we're just going to get the ball rolling and get on to some debate as usual. And obviously, I guess we will pick who would argue for and against. So we got the first topic, which we'll jump into. Christmas has become too commercial. Do you want to go for or do you want to go against Christmas?
Wow. Wait. Sorry. Do I want to go for Christmas or do I want to go for Christmas?
Like me and you will argue the debate. So basically, do you want to go for Christmas, the topic, or do you want to go against it? So do you want to argue in favour of it, or do you want to argue against it?
I'll argue against it.
Okay.
Oh.
Alright, cool. Alright. I guess I'm going to get the ball rolling then. Okay, well, Christmas, commercial. You know, I think I'd obviously have to disagree because obviously I'm arguing for it. So, obviously in terms of where Christmas is for goodwill, good nature, you know what I mean? I don't think that obviously it has become too commercial. I think obviously you look at the day as a whole, the day needs that sparkle, that shine, that feeling of goodwill, good gesture. When you see Christmas coming, you automatically have to get excited. You know, the presents under the tree, everything, you know, even to the adverts that have been shown on TV. So generally for me, I wouldn't say the commercialization of it is a bad aspect. I think you need that, especially at this time of the year, to get the ball rolling, especially when you probably got Thanksgiving, which is an American holiday, and Halloween over. You need that to kind of have that good feeling of Christmas is around the corner. Here we go. Let's get ready to go. Okay, back now to you now. What are you saying?
Wow, that was a mindgasm, my friend. I personally have to say, I feel like Christmas is very commercialized. I mean, come on, everything is about money when it comes to Christmas. And I'm a Scrooge McDuck, but I'm a Scrooge McDuck for good reason. Like, when I was growing up, Christmas was about, you know, having family close and, you know, Christmas lights and having Motown music playing. It was a nice scene, you know. It was like the togetherness, it was the food, it was the aesthetics. You know, seeing family who you don't see, you know, in a while. And nowadays, it's just about spending the cash, man. Yeah. And like, think about it. Like, what do you recognize Santa Claus was doing? Most people recognize him with drinking a bottle of Coca-Cola in his hand.
Yeah, the adverts, the Coke adverts, yeah.
Yeah, the amount of people I spoke to recently say like they feel like it's Christmas when they hear the advert and the Christmas trucks coming, and I'm just like, wow. It's just commercialized and it's materialistic, and especially with the year that we've had, like it's just not a good time for a lot of people, I feel.
I would.
Yeah, I just feel it was.
Yeah, go ahead, finish your point.
Yeah, well, I was basically done more or less, but yeah, I just feel like when it comes to the Christmas, it's not about Santa's bag, it's about everybody's ball bags, about who's going to get the best present and who's going to spend the most. Like, damned if I was like with someone and she was like, oh, I want this Prada, I want this Gucci. Bro, do you know what I mean? Like, Christmas is just being around the ones you love, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, listen, I hear what you're saying there, but I do feel you need that sort of excitement in terms of the adverts to make it feel like Christmas. I think if you don't really have that, it doesn't really feel like Christmas again. So I get where you're probably saying, oh, it's a bit too, but I generally don't think it probably is. I think in the cases of like when you see these adverts, they always get you up and excited. Oh, Christmas is around the corner, here we go again, goodwill, nature. Do you know what I mean? So I think that is also a mood setter. That gets you in the mood, number one, for knowing that it's here. Do you know what I mean? Because I think literally when the day is about to arrive, or if you don't have these adverts or something like that in place, you're literally like, okay, Christmas is around the corner. Well, am I excited? Am I up for it? Do I have a feeling for it this year? I think when you see the tinsel, when you see the adverts, when you see stuff like that, they allow it to feel like, okay, Christmas is here, Christmas is coming, time to get excited, I guess. More for the children, but for us adults, I guess time to get the drinks out, the booze and stuff. It's time to start planning. And that's kind of where I would say that aspect leaves it alone, where it will definitely make Christmas feel absolutely fucking great. You know what I mean? Because when you have those feelings there and it allows it to come through, you automatically will get into the Christmas spirit. That's just what I think on that. But what do you say?
I feel like I'm gonna. Well, you know me, I'm a spiritual person, Randy, and me personally, I don't watch a lot of TV at all. I rarely watch TV nowadays, and I'm just thinking like it's just like people are getting conditioned to assume that this holiday is more about the festive cheer. How do you have festive cheer? Presents. How do you have presents? Money, and a lot of people don't have it. And I just feel like right now, like we could have been making more of a conscious effort to enjoy Christmas, but without spending money. Going to parks. Getting like shreds of paper and throwing it around and making it like sand. I'm not saying sand. I'm thinking about desert Christmas. throwing around like it's snow.
Yeah.
Singing songs and carols to each other. It should be things like that. But I just feel like as soon as the Christmas period starts, advert this, advert that. You go through shops, man. I went past Poundland earlier. Oh my goodness, the amount of tinsel that was on show was ridiculous, man. Like the things you can get for £1 in Poundland is ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
We got a couple of presents in Poundland myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
I just feel like when it comes to like all these TV shows and adverts talking about Christmas, people just get the assumption that Christmas is just more about money, and that's why I don't really like it too much. That's why to me it's called a program, because it just programs you to spend instead of enjoy what's really important. It's like Valentine's Day, man. Yeah. Valentine's Day is the day for love, not buying more teasers for your significant other.
Yeah. I mean, listen, like, obviously, we'll kind of come to the end of the debate, and I'm going to have to agree with your points, to be honest. I was obviously trying to argue for it, obviously, but I'd agree with everything you're saying. Do you know what I mean? In general terms, I do think it has become too commercial. It's everywhere, literally. And the fact of the matter is, you can't really have any rest without seeing this or seeing that. Do you know what I mean? And it's just madness. That's all I got to say on that. But I get, obviously, in some ways you need that kind of, as I said, it's kind of a mood setter. I think when you do see adverts and stuff like that, it's more of a mood setter. More like, lets you know Christmas is around the corner. But again, yes, it's, to spend money, to, go and fork out money for this person, that person. And that's where the problem is. I do think it is very much commercialised. So I do agree with you on the debate.
I do agree with you as well. Like how, specific things, like adverts could actually, make people feel much better than they currently do, especially in this climate. Like, I'm just driving around, around my area, and you just see, like, houses that are just coloured and full of lights and decorations, and that gives me a little spark of happiness. And I understand, like, it's commercialized because most of these people are like a Coca-Cola truck, but it does make you happy. So I do appreciate those kind of things.
Yeah, I mean, especially when you're driving around and you see lights and and obviously you're seeing the adverts. Santa Claus drinking a Coke. Do you know what I mean? Which kind of is probably the wrong settings in terms of where it's putting it out there for the children. Like, okay, Santa drinks Coke, so you guys should drink Coke as well, which is going to keep them up all night running around, you know, mad, and you can't put them to sleep and stuff. Do you know what I mean? So I do think commercially, it sets a bad example, obviously, for the children. 'Cause, you know, the children see, you know, Santa drinking Coke, and they think, oh, it's so cool, Santa drinks Coke, so I can drink Coke. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, I think definitely it's just become very much too commercial. There's just a lot of things, but it's very nice when you go outside and you see houses lit up. It does set a good mood, and that's why I would argue, you know, it is a good mood setter when you see lights out. It's very much in this way of, obviously, this climate we're in now, where it's very much a shit year, very depressing. Seeing stuff like that gives you some sort of feeling like, okay, it's been a shit year, but you're seeing houses in tinsel, you're seeing, you know, people with all sorts of stuff going on in their house, getting, you know, food prepared and stuff like that. It puts you in a mood where you're seeing, like, turkeys getting basted and all of this stuff, and, you know, food's getting prepared, you know, on Instagram or wherever. It gets you in the mood. So, you know, it also gets you hungry as well. You know what I mean? But in general terms, yeah, I do agree with that. So, you know.
Yeah, I think I'm maybe a Scrooge person, but I'm not really too much of a materialistic person, so things like Christmas just kind of swing over my head. But, you know, for the family, I show an interest, and I do appreciate that. Just, I don't know, to me, like, Christmas used to be so much better as a kid.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I think that was probably the snow aspect of it. To me, the best thing about Christmas is the snow.
Yeah. I 100% agree.
My enthusiasm for it went as well.
Yeah, I 100% agree with you on that one. Alright, let me just see if obviously I can get Eman on the line now, and we could start seeing what he's saying. Alright, well...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, cool. Well, until he answers his phone, we'll keep going on and chatting a lot more about some stuff. I've got a few jokes for you here. And, oh well, he's not ready yet. But anyways, I've got a few jokes for you here, which obviously should be quite funny. Well, you could tell me if they're funny or not, so I've got one for you here. Just tell me what you think of them. Awful shit, you know, just tell me generally what your thought is when I say these jokes out. Okay, these are not my jokes, by the way. It's not my jokes. I want to put it out there for the record, they're not my jokes, so don't come at me.
Say so, bro.
You know what I mean? I don't do these kind of jokes like this, but anyways, let's just get into it. What's St. Nicholas's favourite measurement in the metric system?
Inches? I don't know.
Okay, there it is. The Santa meter. That's it.
Wow.
Thoughts?
Well, it's a joke. Yeah, it's a joke. Whether it's funny or not, I'm not inclined to comment.
To be honest, no, I think it's shit. I'm just gonna put it out there and say it's awful.
I would give it a 6. I mean, as a Christmas joke, you know, he measures everything in centimeters.
Yeah, well, I'd give it a 3, to be honest. I don't think it's funny one bit, but for the effort, I'd give it a 3 for the effort. I would have given it a 2, to be honest, but I thought, well, because the effort's there, 3. That's why I'd go with that one.
Wow.
Okay,
I'm a pessimist. Okay.
We got another one. Listen, me and jokes were very different. I like my jokes very adult based, you know what I mean? Very funny, very, you know, OTT. That's how I like my jokes. But we'll get into it, no worries. But anyways, we'll come to the next one that I've got for you. Where do Santa and his elves go to vote?
I feel like this one is gonna hurt my intestines. I don't know.
This one's pre-bait. It's pre-bait. This one is.
Not bait enough. I don't know the answer would be.
Okay, the answer is the North Pole.
Oh my god! That did hurt my intestines.
Yeah.
I will give that one a 4 because, I think a child will get that one.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah. I'm about to say, a child will get that one. And I guess these Christmas jokes are just aimed on making children laugh, and I don't think a lot of children will laugh at that. They'll probably just call you an idiot.
Exactly. So, what is this? This is foolish, man. I don't like this, man. What is this blood? So, yeah. I don't think some kids actually toy it. Unless they're from the ends, then they'll obviously add the blood at the end and stuff. But, it is what it is there. In general terms, for me, I think it was alright. I wouldn't say it was bad. I think it was better than the other one. So, I'd say a 6 for it. I'd give it a 6. You know what I mean? Even though it's a bit cheesy, I'm not going to lie, the North Pole is a very cheesy answer, but it makes sense. So, 6.
I demand a recount. I'm joking.
Yeah, I think a 6 for it. Generally, for me, it's a 6. But anyways, we're going to move on to another one I've got for you. Time warp, this one says. In what year does New Year's come before Christmas?
In what year does New Year's come before Christmas?
Yeah.
Is this a joke?
Yeah, I believe it is.
I have no idea. No idea.
Every year it says. That's it.
Awful.
I know, yeah, absolutely awful that one was. I'm gonna give that one a 2, but it's up to you. What do you think about that one?
I'm gonna give that a 7.
You give that a 7?
Smart answer.
I didn't agree with that one, but I mean, it is a smart answer. But I always did. It didn't ring a bell with me. Literally, didn't ring a bell. But yeah, generally 2 for me. But 7, that's a pretty high one for that one. But
I rate
it. Okay. We got another one here. We'll come to the next one. Okay. What's red and white and falls down chimneys?
Red and white falls down. Snow with blood on it.
Nope. Santa Claus.
What?
Santa Claus.
Well, he's a klutz for falling down.
Yeah, Santa Claus. That's it.
He falls down chimneys to begin with, right?
Yeah, Santa Claus.
So why is he a klutz?
I think it's more of an American word, to be honest. Santa Claus. I mean, it doesn't really resonate here in obviously the UK and that, but Santa Claus.
Wow, that gets a 1.5.
I'm probably gonna have to agree with you, to be honest. I'm gonna give that one a 1. From me, it's getting a 1.
Wow.
I didn't think that one really resonated at all. That was awful. Bad.
Yeah, just nah.
Yeah, that's very bad. Okay.
Not on it.
Alright, let's see if we can get Eman back on. If not, then we'll just continue on and continue doing what we're doing. And then maybe we'll have to schedule. Yeah, we have to schedule him for another day. So let's just see if he's going to answer now. If Eman is ready. Okay. Well, before he comes on, let's have one more. What's Santa Claus's favourite type of potato chip? Eman, he's here. Eman, how you doing? Yeah, we're live. You're live on the podcast now. How's it going, man?
Yeah, good. How are you?
I'm alright, man. As I said, headache vibes, but I'm here. We're doing this. We're live. So it is what it is, man. How's it all going?
Yeah, it's all going good, man. Just mad busy. Yeah, all of that.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I will properly introduce you because obviously I didn't get to properly introduce you. So, guys, please welcome on to the first time, Declare 12 Days of Xmas. Please welcome Eman, and I usually do the Eman, do 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 do, Eman, do 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 do. So yeah, please welcome Eman, guys. Eman, anything to say?
Cheers, guys. Thanks. nothing to say. Thanks for having me on. I'm looking forward to talking on the pod.
Yeah, no problem, man. It's good to have you on. Obviously, people, he has his own podcast. Do check out the One Upfront Podcast. So Eman's got his own podcast. Do check that out if you're obviously a football fanatic. And yes.
Yeah, I've not done anything in a while though. So happy to revive that in 2021. So yeah. Yeah,
I mean, all good, man. Listen, I understand how the year's been and everything like that. So, do you know what I mean? Hey, you know, this is obviously an opportunity to get you back into the podcast game, get the ball rolling, get you feeling alive again.
Absolutely.
Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Alright, so obviously before you jumped on, I was obviously having a little bit of a debate with Sasori, just with a few debate topics arguing for and against. Now, we're going to obviously just jump into a few questions, which is basically jokes that people have put out, and I'm basically just going to tell you what the joke is. You're going to rate the joke out of 10 if you thought it was funny or if you thought it wasn't. Basically your honest opinion on that joke.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got this joke for you guys. I was saying it before to Sasori before you came in, but here we go with this one. What's Santa Claus's favourite type of potato chip? Anyone? No? Any guesses?
No.
Alright. A crisp Pringle.
Yeah, that's a shocker. That's a shocker. I'm not really feeling that one.
Yeah.
What a crisp?
Yeah, crisp Pringles.
Pringle?
Yeah. That's what it says, crisp Pringles.
Yeah, I'm not really seeing the correlation there. Like,
Yeah.
it would be, you know, a salted ho or something.
Yeah, I'd agree that one was a bit dead. So sorry, what are your thoughts on it? Are you the same?
That is a 2.
Is a 2 for you?
Santa Claus.
Okay, what you rated it out of 10, Eman? What would you give it?
I'll give it a 2. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to agree with you guys. I'm gonna have to give that a 2 as well. I think that was pretty awful, to be honest. Absolute horror show. Literally, it's like what Arsenal are doing right now. It's an absolute horror show.
Are we going to get onto that?
We might briefly touch on
your Christmas present.
We might briefly touch on that, but I'm not really in that mindset to touch on that just yet. Maybe in another podcast we might touch on that, but right now we kind of just push that to the side for a bit and just continue on here. So, alright, got another one for you guys. What's Santa Claus's favourite track and field event? Nope. No guesses?
Sledgehammer or I don't know.
No. North Pole voting.
Oh, please.
These aren't even as bad as dad jokes. These are definitely Christmas cracker jokes from like some dead off license.
Yeah. Someone picked them up from the newspaper and literally just come and read them out. Yeah, I think this one would do for like the Christmas event. It will get people really high in spirits and stuff. So I'm just going to read this out and go, yeah, it should be alright. Don't know what they were thinking. Absolute horror. Alright guys, well, we're going to jump into another debate. Well, I've got another debate for you guys. So one of you guys obviously will argue for and one of you guys will argue against. Obviously, the previous one that me and Sasori did just before you jumped on was about Christmas and it becoming too commercial. So I argued for and he argued against that one. We had a little bit of a debate about that one, but eventually I agreed with him that Christmas has become too commercial. So we'll come to another one for you guys, which is one I find very passionate about. I had a bit of a go on, him for this one particularly, but obviously one of you guys will argue for, one of you guys will argue against, and that is Santa Claus is not a good role model for kids.
Wow.
So which one is going to go for? Who's going to go against?
I don't think that Santa Claus is a good role model.
So you're going to go against?
I'll go against.
Eman, are you for?
I'll go for.
Okay, cool. All right, cool. Who wants to get the ball rolling? Who wants to start off?
I'll start off. He drinks the best drink in the world, Coca-Cola.
No, not the Coca-Cola.
And we know that sugar is essential for a healthy kid's diet.
What?
Unless you want them running around very hyper all the time, I don't think it's good, but continue.
It's all about balance.
Yeah, slide a bit of water in there as well, just,
Well, I'll put it this way, I'll say that basically Santa Claus prefers the finer things in life. So it gives kids the aspirational things to look forward to in life.
That's a pretty good argument. So sorry, how are you going to top that one?
Well, firstly, Santa Claus is always breaking and entering every year. That's illegal. A bit illegal at least. Well, man keeps on eating people's cookies, that's a bit rude. What else, man? He's got surveillance on every kid in the world and giving them lumps of coke. That's rude, man. That's abusive.
That's pretty mad. Do you know what I mean? To literally point some kid out saying you're bad, you're getting a coal this year, and say to one you're good, you're getting presents. It's literally like you're separating those children, especially if there's two children in the same house. How are those two children gonna feel? If one of them's bad, one of them's good, and one of them is getting the presents, one of them's not. They're both gonna fight, right? It's gonna end up happening.
Yeah, they're gonna fight. Like one kid's gonna be throwing coal at the other one. That's man. That's how families break up.
Well, I guess Santa Claus is generous. He could force parents to pay for presents, but he doesn't. He does it all off his own back. And pretty much he's able to provide presents for billions of homes each year. So who else do you know who does that type of job? Obviously he looks after his reindeers, he's got all of his elves and whatnot. He's a good employer as well. So all year round, he's providing jobs for the economy even during COVID. So you know what I mean? Whether it's tier 1, 2 or 3, I'm
dead.
That's very smart. I like that answer. Okay, that's down to you now. Sorry, what do you say?
Well, okay, I do agree. He's very generous, giving presents to everybody, but bare people's mums are kissing Santa Claus. He's breaking up a lot of families in the process.
I guess some kids will say it's worth it.
Wow.
Those are the kids that deserve the goal.
Deserve to see their parent literally kissing Santa Claus. See their mum kissing Santa Claus. That's a bit bad. That's domestic right there.
That's crazy, man. And obviously COVID's out there. He can't go from one country to another. He needs to quarantine for 14 days. So obviously he can't do his job unless he's doing something illegal.
Yeah, and Santa doing illegal stuff. We've seen bad Santa before. Santas can go rogue, believe me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, good points, I guess, from you both. Listen, for me, obviously, I'm gonna have to firmly agree with obviously Sasori on this one. I do think Santa, for me, you know my thoughts on Santa Claus. I don't like him. I think he's a bit of a you know the what, but you know what I mean. And you know, but I think he's a liar. He's a cheat. He might as well just be like Eddie Guerrero, man. Lie, cheat, and steal it. Do you know what I mean? That's generally what Santa Claus is all about.
Man like Eddie.
Yeah, be like Eddie Guerrero, by the way. Rest in peace to Eddie. But in general terms, Santa Claus to me is not a good role model.
I agree wholeheartedly, my friend.
Okay, cool. Well, we'll come to one more debate for you guys. And obviously this one should be a bit of a tongue twister for you guys. But obviously this right here should get some little bit of the ball rolling here. So, is it better to be naughty than nice? Who's going to argue for or against?
I'm gonna argue for naughty.
You're going to argue for naughty? Okay. So sorry, you're going to argue for nice then?
Yeah, I'll be nice.
Let's give you the short straw.
Okay, well, who wants to get the ball rolling? Who wants to kick you off?
Yo, Eman, you can go first.
Yeah, I'll go first. I'll just say, yeah, man. Yeah, it's good to be naughty, innit? At least, like, you're guaranteed to get something out of life. Everyone knows, being nice. Nice guys, nice ladies finish off. You don't get what you want. Yeah, man. You can't. You gotta think about yourself. You gotta do what needs to be done, and make sure you win in life, innit? So yeah, gotta be naughty, man.
I'll probably add on the point there, not if you got a family, obviously. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, right. Now we know what you're like, man.
Okay, so sorry. You go ahead.
Well, I guess nice guys are positive, and positive people are happy people.
Yep.
And you can't be upset with happy people who are nice all the time, because that will affect you in a very good way. And this is hard, man. I want to be naughty too.
Alright, fine.
I got him. There he was getting all smug on his last one. I got him.
Alright, well, do you want me to take over? Do you want me to help you on the nice thing? I'm happy to help.
Yes, please.
Okay, well, I think generally for nice people, you're always going to get positivity with nice people. Do you know what I mean? Positive vibes, positive energy. The people are always going to come, have a smile on their face. Even though you may think it's weird that they always have a smile on their face, they're always positive, like Ty from AFTV. But you could tell that those people will always keep you happy, keep you entertained in some ways, and always keep you smiling. You could always rely on them when you're feeling down to lift you up in some sort of ways. That's all I was saying that. Over to you, Eman.
Yeah, man. You need a bit of life is not easy, so you need a bit of grit. You need a bit of a nasty streak. Yeah, man. You got a bit of you got to do what leads must, innit? I mean, to get the things that you want in life, innit? So
I mean, yeah.
Nice. These people are gonna trample all over you, and not take you seriously. But if you're naughty, people are gonna mess with you, So yeah, man, you gotta do what you need to do.
I mean, it might be a long haul and a long process, but eventually the girl ends up coming to me afterwards. You know what I mean? She comes to the nice boy afterwards. She leaves the bad boy.
But she's ruined anyway, isn't it?
Oh, damage,
wow.
good.
Wow.
And we gotta pick up the pieces. We gotta pick up the pieces and build it.
That's all bad. It's all bad. The nice person can recover it, but it's not guaranteed.
I mean, That's the thing. I know, but we are more looking more on a positive kind of outset on life, I guess, with more the positive people. Yeah. You always see things in a positive nature. Even when things are going bad, maybe your money's been stolen or something like that, you're probably going to see the good side of it and go, well, at least I still have my health. At least I still have my family. Do you know what I mean? So it's kind of like one of those things. If you probably get robbed at gunpoint, no saying someone will get robbed at gunpoint, but if this has actually happened to you, I'm sorry, but that's the kind of thing where you'll be like, well, in certain things, I didn't die. Do you know what I mean? I'm still here. So in some ways, positivity may be key.
Yeah. Nice.
Anything to that, Eman? He's nothing.
I ain't got no more.
I win.
My artillery.
Okay, but to be honest, I agree with you, Eman. I'm not gonna lie there. I 100% agree with you. Being naughty is definitely the way to go. You get a lot of things when you're naughty. I think you get to be the way you want, you do whatever you want, and you get away with it most of the time. So yeah, 100% agree with that. Alright, guys, we're going to come on to just a few more jokes, and then we're going to call time on the podcast. So a few more jokes for you guys, obviously, to rate again, whether you're feeling them, whether you're not. So we'll come to this one. A nosy joke, it says. Why was the snowman looking through the carrot?
Why was the snowman looking?
Anyone? Nope.
Because he was nosy?
Very close, because he was picking his nose. You're not feeling it, Sasori. No for you.
I still don't get it, so that's a strong one. That's a very strong
one. I thought that was actually quite good.
Let's just give that a 4. It hasn't hit average yet, but yeah, I'll give it a 4.
Wow. For me, I'll give it a 6.5. I thought it was quite hilarious, that one. Do you know what I mean? Snowman looking for the carrots, picking his nose. It's generally quite funny from me.
Well, he was probably looking for some gold carrots. 24 carat gold.
24. Good one. Very good one.
I give it a 3.5.
I think Eman's one he just said, I'm going to give that one a 7.5. That one was more funnier. 7.5 Eman. I'm going to give that one a 7.5. Alright, we'll come to another one, which says, why didn't Rudolph get a good report card?
Because you didn't have a glowing report?
No, quite close there. Because he went down in history.
Oh my days. To be honest, that's actually a good one. That is actually
I agree.
That's good.
That was a good one.
That's a good play on words. I'll give that a 7. I'll give that a 7. A solid 7.
What about you, what about you, Sorry, what would you give it?
6.5, 6.5.
6.5. I'll give it an 8. I think that was probably one of the best ones of the day. I'll give that one an 8.
Yeah, I think you're right, actually.
Yeah, 100%. Cool. And I think that's all we got time for, guys. So we're going to obviously wrap this up, and I'm obviously going to say thanks to you guys for coming down again on day 3 for this episode of the Declare 12 Days of Xmas podcast. Thank you again to Eman.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you, Randy. It was good to speak with you as well. That was good fun, man.
Yeah, as I said, I've wanted to be getting you on here for quite a while, so I had to pick the right moment. I had to pick the right moment, and I thought,
man, shout me whenever, man.
Yeah,
that was good fun.
I said the Xmas one is definitely probably right up your alley, so I need to get you on this one.
Yeah.
Alright, man.
Cool.
Alright, yeah, plug away. You got anything to plug? Tell the people, let them know.
Nothing really to plug, but nothing
Okay, cool. Till next year then, I guess.
Till next year, yeah.
Okay, and Sasori Sydd, appreciate you for coming on, man. As I said, you know.
No problemo, man. Glad to be on job, bro. Have fun.
Yeah,
Those
man.
jokes on hand.
Yeah, I agree, man. I think for me this has been the best episode for me so far. To have two of you on and we debate things, it's been really fun. I've enjoyed this episode.
I agreed. It was really nice, man.
Yeah, alright. I'm going to ask both of you guys, as we usually ask, will you guys be coming on tomorrow for day 4? Eman?
Yeah, I'll try and jump on. I'll be available tomorrow. Is it the same time?
Yeah, same time. Hopefully 8 PM. We'll try and get you guys on.
Okay, I'll try and join 8 PM, but I usually put my daughter down at 8 PM. That's why I usually try to do it about 9 o'clock.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll try and join.
We could try and push it to like...
Yeah, I'm down for coming on tomorrow. Yeah.
We could try and push it to like 8:30. I don't mind 8:45, so we can do that.
Okay.
Cool. Same to you, Sasori. You down to come on tomorrow?
I would be more likely to come on later because I'll be with my daughter too.
Okay, so say around 9ish for both of you, 9:15, 9:30.
Yeah. 9 should be alright. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, cool. Alright, guys, well, thanks again for coming on, and to all of you guys out there for listening, thanks again, and obviously, again, Christmas is coming for you, bitches, so yeah, peace out.
Peace out, man.
Alright, guys.